The last paragraph we need to write is our concluding paragraph. So today we learn how to write our conclusion paragraph. To write our conclusion, we need to take our pyramid and flip it right side up and basically reverse the order of our introduction. So for our conclusion, we are going to start by restating our thesis statement, which ended our introduction paragraph. We're going to give a summary of our main points, and then we're going to leave our reader with some powerful last words. So step 1, restate the thesis. The first sentence reminds the reader of your thesis statement from your introduction paragraph. You cannot just put the same statement in the paragraph as you did in the introduction. You need to reword it so it looks different. The easiest way to do this is by reversing the order and mentioning your 2 reasons why, and then the answer to your question. If you remember my thesis statement in my introduction paragraph, I was answering the question of what is my favorite movie. And so my thesis statement said my favorite movie is Beauty and the Beast because I can relate to Belle's love of books and I love to sing the songs. Highlighted in green is my answer to the question, and highlighted in yellow is my 2 reasons why. So to start my concluding paragraph, I am going to put my 2 reasons why first, and then the answer to my question. So it'll sound something like this. With Belle and I sharing a love of books and the enjoyment I get from singing the songs, Beauty and the Beast is my favorite movie. Next, we need to move on to restating the main points. You're going to remind your reader of the main points you made in your 2 paragraphs, but you're not going to rewrite your entire 2 paragraphs. You need to give 2 summary statements for each paragraph. It's best to usually just reword your topic sentence and then combine your main points as the second sentence. Last, you need to end on powerful words. In your attention getter, or your hook, in the introduction paragraph, you started in one of a few ways. You either started with a quote, or you started with a definition, or a little scenario, but you started with something powerful to get your reader's attention. And now you're going to end the same way and give your audience something to think about, words of wisdom, as you finish your essay. One tip: the last words of an essay need to be yours and not somebody else's. So if you did start with a quote, you can refer to it at the end. However, you need to give one last statement then that either explains it or gives that quote meaning. So let's put it all together. With Belle and I sharing a love of books and the enjoyment I get from singing songs, Beauty and the Beast is my favorite movie. Belle and I both love to get lost in a book and get away from the stress of everyday life. With reading, I get to travel to so many places in my mind that I would never get to in reality. The songs in the movie are also very catchy, and I love singing all the songs as loudly as I can while cleaning the house or going for walks. A great movie is hard to choose. There are a lot of good movies out there, but only a few are powerful enough to touch both our hearts and souls and stay with after the end. If we look at the breakdown, I started with restating my thesis, putting my 2 reasons why first, and then answering the question second. And then I gave 2 points for each of my body paragraphs. My first point was that we both get lost in a book, and then I expanded upon that. The second point was that the songs are catchy, and then I expanded upon that. And then I used 2 sentences to give my powerful last words. You are now going to do the same thing by opening up the organizer and writing your concluding paragraph. Please let us know if you have any questions.